You start your life deep underground, inside a huge ant nest, packed with thousands of strangers. It's dark, crowded, and noisy. You don't come out looking strong or ready to walk. Nope, you're born as a tiny, soft, helpless larva. You can't see, you can't move, and the only thing you can do is wiggle around, hoping someone feeds you. Don't expect your parents to help. You don't even know who they are. Instead, random worker ants you've never met will carry you around like a little bag of rice. One minute, you're in one part of the nest. The next minute, you're somewhere else. You have no control over anything. From the second you're born, your whole life is already decided for you. You're either going to be a worker, a soldier, or if you somehow get lucky, a queen. And if you happen to be born male, congratulations. You just got the shortest subscription plan to life. Male ants are only kept alive for one reason: to mate. And once you do that, your mission is complete, and you die almost immediately after. And even in this early baby stage, you're never safe. If the nest is attacked, you could be eaten by enemies before you even become an adult. As a larva, you don't get to decide what you eat. You're put on a strict diet, and that diet decides your entire future. The type of food you're given will determine your body size, your strength, and what job you'll have for the rest of your life. And here's the worst part: there's no second chance. If you were supposed to become a queen but got the wrong diet, that dream is gone forever. If food ever runs short in the colony, you're in even bigger trouble. Larvae are the first ones to be sacrificed so the queen can survive. That means if the pantry is empty, you might get eaten, not by an enemy, but by your own family. And don't think you'll grow up to live life on your own terms. You have zero personal freedom. Every move you make is controlled by chemical signals called pheromones. If the colony says, go left, you go left. If the colony says, pick up that crumb, you pick up that crumb. You're basically a tiny robot that smells instructions instead of hearing them. Even your identity is non-existent. You're surrounded by thousands of siblings who all look exactly like you. No one knows your name, and no one cares to learn it. You're just ant number 4,539 in a sea of clones. And all the while, danger is never far away. The nest can be invaded at any moment by predators like spiders, centipedes, anteaters, or even other ant colonies looking for a fight. When you finally grow into an adult, you might think life is about to get better. Spoiler, it's not. Whatever role you were born into, that's your reality until the day you die. If you're a worker, get ready for a lifetime of hard labor. Your job is to dig endless tunnels through dirt, carry food that's up to 10 times heavier than your own body, and clean the queen's waste. Yes, one of your actual duties is royal toilet cleaner. And because the colony never sleeps, neither do you. You work from the moment you wake up until the moment you collapse, all in the name of keeping the colony running. If you're a soldier, your entire purpose is to guard the nest from attacks. Sounds brave, but in reality, it means you're constantly on the front lines, ready to fight anything that moves. Battles with rival colonies can go on for hours, and by the end, you might lose a leg, a jaw, or your whole head. There's no retirement plan for soldiers. You fight until you physically can't fight anymore. If you're a male, your story is even shorter. You grow wings, you fly out for a single mating flight, and once you've done your one job, you drop dead almost immediately. That's your whole life. Born, grow wings, mate, die. You don't get to come back and enjoy the nest. You don't get to live out your days in peace. You just crash to the ground like a disposable drone that's run out of battery. No matter your role, there's one thing in common: you never live for yourself. Every action, every bit of energy you spend is for the survival of the colony. You don't decide where to go, what to eat, or how to spend your time. Your entire existence is built around serving the queen and protecting her offspring. And the work is exhausting. If you're outside, you're under the burning sun, dodging predators and hauling food back to the nest. If you're inside, you're stuck in cramped, hot tunnels with thousands of other ants, barely able to move without bumping into someone. It's a life of constant pressure, constant danger, and no personal reward. Eventually, the non-stop work and danger start to catch up to you. For workers and soldiers, one bad injury can mean the end. If you lose a leg or get your jaw crushed, you can't do your job anymore. And in the ant world, there's no hospital or recovery time. You're simply carried outside the nest and left to die. The colony can't afford to waste food or space on someone who can't contribute. Ant wars are another nightmare. When your colony clashes with another colony, you might get bitten, ripped, or torn into pieces. If they don't kill you, they might drag you back alive and force you to work as a slave in their colony. You go from defender to prisoner, spending the rest of your life building a home for your enemies. And nature doesn't play fair either. Heavy rain can flood the nest in minutes, drowning your colony and killing thousands of your ant brothers instantly. It doesn't matter how strong or smart you are, one bad storm can wash away your entire world. Humans are just as dangerous, maybe even worse than any natural predator. The scary thing is, they can wipe out your whole colony without even trying. One careless step from a human foot can crush your whole colony instantly. And the worst part? They don't even notice they've done it. Even if they do notice you, it's still bad news. To humans, you're a pest that needs to be removed. That's when they bring out the real ant killers. Chemical sprays that burn and kill on contact, boiling water that floods and cooks your nest from the inside, or even fire to destroy every tunnel you've built. It doesn't matter how many soldiers you have or how brave your colony is. Against humans, you stand no chance. Death for an ant doesn't come with warning, and it almost never comes peacefully. One moment you're working like normal, and the next, it's over. Most ants take their last breath far from the nest, maybe in the middle of a battlefield against a rival colony, or halfway across a field while carrying food back home. You could be grabbed mid-step by a spider's fangs or trapped under the claws of a beetle. In those final moments, you don't get help. You're too far from the nest and too small for anyone to rescue. Some deaths are quick. A bird swallows you whole, or a lizard snaps you up in one bite. Others are slower. Maybe you get stuck in a predator's web or pinned down in the dirt as rival ants tear into you one limb at a time. You can fight as hard as you want, but in the end, size always wins, and you're on the losing side. And when you're gone, life in the colony keeps moving like nothing happened. No one pauses. No one comes looking for you. Your absence doesn't leave a gap. You're replaced instantly by another ant who will do the same job you did yesterday. Your body doesn't get a proper burial either. It might be eaten on the spot, carried off by little scavengers, or tossed into the colony's waste pile if you die at the nest. Sometimes your remains are broken apart and scattered so much, no one would even know you were an ant to begin with. There's no memory of your work, no recognition for the tunnels you dug or the battles you fought. In a colony of thousands, you are one more nameless life that came and went. That's how it ends for every ant, fast, unnoticed, and forgotten, while the rest of the colony keeps moving forward without you. And that's the life of an ant. Short, exhausting, and thankless. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and maybe leave a like too.